welcome back.
Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
What's going on, Zeke?
Hey, what's going on, Coach?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. I brought you on the show today, man, so we could talk about the league, man, the season 3. Man, it came upon us very quickly, man. Everybody's excited to play. And, man, we just want to give a rundown of all the teams in the league, man, and see what we think and who we think is going to make it to the big dance this year, man.
Okay, and I'm really excited because there was a lot of trading going on. There was a lot of draft picks, so I'm seeing a lot of teams happy with the teams that they have. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to get started with the AFC East.
Okay.
Once again, shout out to Blazing New.
Super Bowl
winning the Super Bowl back-to-back. Thinking going in, he'll still probably be the early favorite. Probably win the division just because of the wins and stuff. Early, I'm looking at this year. It's going to be kind of interesting because teams are losing players. People are moving stuff around. I'm gonna kind of start shifting some stuff to what I'm doing with my team because we've had a miserable 2 seasons in a row, 5 and 10.
True.
I'm trying to get off of that. I want to win, so y'all might not be seeing as many bombs from me this year, but you know, I got a different scheme. I'm gonna try to run, add a little running in there. Hopefully, like I say, I have a new running back. I got Henry, so we're gonna see how he fit into the scheme. And basically, like I say, we're gonna play the ball. The Pearl, you know the Pearl, you can't never count him out.
Okay, that's the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins, for those of y'all who don't know the Pearl. And he has a team full of young, talented players. And like I say, he's going to be in the thick of it. Larry Jizzle with the Memphis Jets. He's got a team, I think he played, I don't know if he won or lost.
Well, those 2 teams, man, let's talk about that for a second in the AFC East.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting, man, that the Miami Dolphins lost their first game.
Oh, so they
year.
did lose, okay.
Yeah, they lost. They got beat by the Denver Broncos, which that was a good game to see. That was live stream game of the week.
Okay.
And then the Memphis Jets, man, they came out and lost their game as well, man. Against the Cincinnati Bengals, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was the Bengals. It was
the Bengals? Okay.
Right. Well,
Okay.
I mean, the one with the Pearl, I mean, you know, the last 2 years, the Denver Broncos have been in the playoffs. So, to me, that could have just been a kind of playoff atmosphere kind of game.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. The Bengals, I don't think they made the playoffs. So,
and you know what, Coach? I think it might be the fact that if you look back at the Pearl, man, he had some position changes, man. I mean, he had Earl the Pearl playing linebacker, man. This guy's a safety.
Safety to linebacker?
He was a safety to linebacker, Coach. Now, I'm not against, and we've been discussing this all day long about safeties and linebackers. If the guy fits the script, then he should be able to play linebacker. But it's very obvious that guy didn't fit the script. He was 6 feet tall, 196 pounds, down there playing linebacker.
What is the normal statistic for a linebacker to be playing, like 225, 230?
Well, not necessarily. You have some linebackers that's about 215, 220, but it all depends on what kind of play style they have, what kind of skill set they have. Okay. You know, some safeties, some big safeties have a skill set to play safety, but they can also play linebacker. They got a skill set to play linebacker, but they're good enough to play safety. And you know, we have a couple of those type of players around the league, and of course
Cam
going
Chancellor.
forward, Cam Chandler. We have Rashard Jones, which is my
Rashard
guy.
Jones,
We got Buchanan, guy over there at Arizona. You know, just to name a few guys like that have those hybrid type players on their team. You know, the guys that can really go out there and get special players.
Kind of like the Deion Lewis is the one that can swap positions.
Exactly. And you know, the league is going to take a further look at that, man, as we progress on and try to make the league a lot better place, man, a lot better atmosphere for gameplay. But let's move on to the AFC West, man. The London Black Knights. That's a new team. You know, they moved to a new city, The guys say, hey, we're not cutting in the United States, so we need to go overseas and play, man.
Right. Formerly the Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go.
Okay.
Formerly Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, do you think they're going to do something over in London?
Well, you know, I'm kind of interested. He did a lot of moving because last year he had a lot of old players on the team. I know one of the players, a couple of players that he dumped, he got rid of Norman.
He got
rid of Norman, and I believe that he got rid of it was one of his linebackers. But anyway, he's doing some shuffling around,
Yeah.
getting new players in there. But it's gonna be hard because the Denver Broncos, they're not playing. I don't think they want to give that division away. They coming in, and I'm looking at them right now. You got 3 teams that have won: the Oakland Raiders, Denver Broncos, London Blackjack Knights, and so and let's not forget the San Diego Chargers, Sam Jeff's teams.
And they have yet to play their game, so we don't know the
not even
outcome of
only
that
that,
one
they
yet.
made the playoffs. They also did a lot of strong trading. I'm thinking this may very well be the toughest division in the AFC, just on the strength of schedule and that the fact that most of these teams, if they were not in the playoffs, only one
Almost there. Yeah.
only one is probably the Oakland Raiders.
Well, he's a new guy. He's a new guy, so we haven't
but
seen
he
what he
came
can do
in.
yet.
Let's talk about that for a minute, Coach. He's a new guy, but he kind of came in destroying. No offense, that when I got to play against his team, I slaughtered his team, but I was playing the computer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I slaughtered his team. I think I dropped about 60 on him, but he was not able to play. So much respect to him because he came back and whoever he played, he put like 50 on them. So that's just kind of understanding what's going on in the league. So it's going to be a wide open, but I'm thinking just from the strength of it, they're looking like they're going to be pretty good. It's going to be a good division.
Yeah, they won their first game. That's the way to come out strong, man, to really prove yourself out here. But let's move on, man. Let's talk about the AFC North. You got the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's start off with those guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I'm wondering because the Cincinnati Bengals, they traded Ezekiel Elliott, I believe. So I don't know who their running back is right now, strength-wise. But I'm kind of interested in seeing something about them. They're gonna make a run because I think the Brooklyn Bulls have been running that division.
Yeah, he has been running the division. He lost his first game against the Black Knights.
Wow.
Yeah, he lost his first game.
So interesting too. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers. They won. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers, I know I did a couple of trades with. I think I gotten rid of one of my running backs, and I'd gotten Curse, the receiver. And I see him doing some mega trades.
Yeah, and he had an all right season last year, man. I think he was right over 500, or unless he finished at 500, if I'm not mistaken, man.
Yeah,
but
he's
a team. He's a team that's close to getting there, man, more than anybody else in that division. And the Cincinnati Bengals also. He told me, in the group chat earlier that, hey, man, this year is my year. I'm not playing no more games. I'm coming out. I'm dominating every game that I play. And I was okay. Well, let's make it happen.
And losing is not fun.
It's not. Let's go back to the Brooklyn Bulls for a second.
Okay, let's go to the Brooklyn Bulls.
You got the Brooklyn Bulls who are 0-1 right now again. Remember they lost against the Black Knights the first game, week 1. But I still think he's going to end up being a playoff team because he's a pretty good player, man. Okay. I don't know really what players he moved around or, got new or if he had a good draft or not. But I do know that he's a very good owner and he takes pride in his team. Baltimore Ravens, man, this guy, the Baltimore Ravens, I guess he just don't take football seriously, man. After going like 3-13 for 2 seasons, you would think that the guy would get in tune and want to know what's going on in the league.
What was the score on it? I didn't keep track with did he lose really bad?
I think the score was 30-something or 20-something, if I'm not mistaken, Coach. But, the fact that he's not as active as he should be in the league, I think he would be a much better coach and owner if he paid a little bit more attention to his team and stopped trying to run the streets so much.
Exterior stuff going on. You got to pay attention to this draft. Hey, you're a commissioner. This is an organization. I think that if you want to, the fans and the people in your town take it seriously, Baltimore Ravens. And me just being a Patriot, man, I can't stand the Ravens. So I don't even know if they're on my schedule, but if they're doing it like that, I might have to go like I did last year and throw 50 on them.
I know that's right.
Let's go down to this AFC South.
AFC South, man. The damn Houston Texans. Those guys are sneaky, man. Let me tell you. I mean, last season he missed a few games, and those few games that he missed, the guy was still able to make the playoffs. And if you know Coach Bizzle from any other league, you know that the guy is always a playoff guy, man. But last year in another league, he made the Super Bowl. He didn't quite make the didn't quite win the game, but he did get to the big dance. This year he made the playoffs in our league, and his first game he got blew out, man.
Yeah.
He got blown out by Sam Jeff.
Bills will be chasing that tail. So I don't know if it might have been one of them situations. I know he didn't do it for my game, and he beat me, pissed me off because I knew I had that win. Because I heard him talking all that noise, and stuff. But hey, it is what it is.
You know what, Coach? I think you should be able to get your game in, man. Especially if you got holes in the same area code. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got holes in different area codes, I can maybe see you missing a game or two. But when they all in the same area code, come on, man.
Maybe they new
get to
holes.
your game,
you know,
man.
if it's new, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you gotta be. I don't know what's going on, but Coach,
Ain't nothing like
hey,
the
when you
new.
focus, you're winning. I mean, he's a quality player. Like I say, I do play with him in the other league, and like
Yeah.
he does win. And so I'm expecting him. It's pretty much should be his division, but
Yeah.
you know, Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans, that's another guy. You know, he's always on the edge of making the playoffs, man. If not making the playoffs, but he's another guy like the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
But unlike the Baltimore Ravens, this guy is a winner. You know,
Okay.
The only thing about it is, you know, we can get him to be a little bit more active in the league, take things a little bit more seriously. Then I can really see him taking over that division, man, and giving Bizzle a run for his money.
Okay.
What about the Indianapolis Colts?
You know, like I say,
Chromtastic, I think his name.
Is it Chromcast? Okay, he was a new player that
Yeah, he's
joined.
a new-
and
he's
did, so
another
I don't
new-
really know a lot about him.
Let me
Welcome
tell
to
you.
the league. Okay.
Welcome to the league, man. Definitely welcome to the league. We played against him. I played against him last season, and the guy gave me a hell of a game. I still ended up beating him, but he did put out a good game. And in his first game of the season, week 1 of this year, he lost against the I forgot the team that he played, but he lost by 3. And he lost by 3 on a fake punt.
Wow.
The guy faked the punt, went for it, and got down the field and was able to kick a field goal, man, and it destroyed his whole game. So I hope he doesn't lose his motivation and his will to play. It's only game 1.
Right.
You know, I hope he
Those
comes
are the
in.
ones too. Like when you
Yeah.
lose those close, and they're gonna drive you more. I'm looking at this London Monarchs. That used to be what, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay. So the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wake
is-
J 88. That's the guy.
Okay, Wake J 88. Okay, so Wake J 88, he's coming in. Welcome to the league, Wake J 88. I know him from Midnight's
Midnight
League. So,
League,
matter of fact, Wake, I think he beat me in the playoffs in Midnight's League. So, first of all, I'm kind of a little upset with him about that, but it's all good. But he's definitely a quality player. I don't know what what his team-wise is coming in, what he was left with. But if I know him, I know he's going to get quality players. He's going to make the trades. He's going to do what he got to do to get them. So, I mean, right now, I'm still thinking this division is strictly going to be ran by Houston. But hey, if Bizzle, you keep chasing that tail, you're going to leave it wide open. All right? Let's get on this NFC side.
NFC side, there you go. NFC East, man. Let's start at the top of the NFC East. We got the Washington Redskins. The guy came into the league last year, man, and took a 0-4 team to the Super Bowl. And the guy beat me twice by 3 points. And you know, I'm like, damn, I really hate this guy now, man. I hate this
What
team.
is his tag name? What is this? Is it
Tweety.
Tweety, that's not cool, man. With a name like Tweety coming in like a monster. Yeah, you know what? I like the confidence this guy has. You know, he really plays good. Hey, listen. Those of y'all in here that do not understand what a true burner is, and y'all want to talk about players that have these type of players that can throw the counter. First of all, he had Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham, 397 yards.
In week 1, yeah.
Week 1, 8 catches, 50 yards. I understand some of y'all don't like that. Y'all think it's a quick trick that you can do it. I promise you, if you had one of these players, you would do it. I would try to trade, suggest you try to find a team that has one that's willing to trade. That's
I'm
just
not
giving
mine up.
No, I already know. That's done. I'm Dorsett. Don't even come to me toward Dorsett. Now, I might be kind of partial toward Goodwin, but at the same time, let's move on to Redskins. Like I said, I like this team. I'm really looking to see how he's going to get this division. I don't know if he was able to make some improvements in his line. I know he was complaining last year about his line, but I'm thinking this year that he's really trying to make a real run at it and get back to that Super Bowl and play against Blaze and stuff. So
Now, what about the Eagles, man? The Eagles.
because I think they were a quality team last year.
They are a quality team, Coach. But
They
go
didn't
ahead.
make the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs, but I'm thinking, 1 or 2 games, I think a lot of times what happens, coaches, a lot of times these guys, they get on the chat line, they get to going back and forth, saying a few words, and they kind of lose a little focus on the game.
Well, I mean, but if you take a look at it, the Eagles are never hardly involved in the group chat, and that's another guy. I tell him all the time. I say, hey man,
Lilac,
Lil Yak.
Lil Yak, okay.
He's not a big yak. He's
not
a
a big yak. Big yak, okay. Big yak will say something.
Yeah,
okay.
he's a Lil Yak. So I mean, I tell him, man, I say, hey man, you got to get more involved. He's another player. You got to get more involved. Stop missing your games. Make your contacts so that nobody can say that you didn't try to play your game. You know, hey, this is a league. You're in a league
and
for
I will
a purpose,
say this
man.
here too, Coach, and I don't mean to interrupt you. Is that listen? If you guys are gonna make set a time, do it in a DM. That way, if you gotta submit it as proof, you can take a snapshot, send it directly to Coach, so he ain't gotta read through this whole scroll of all these different kind of texts.
Yeah, I don't want to see all that shit. I just want to get straight to the point, man. I got too much work as is. But let's get back on track, Coach, with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. That team was good last year. They started the season off about 8-0, I think they were. They beat me, gave me a pretty good whooping. Matter of fact, the whole damn division did, except the Cowboys. But I look forward to him doing good things this year. You know, he got his first game against the Falcons, and that should be a good game, man. Hopefully they get a chance to play it without the Falcons making up some type of excuse about not playing.
I'm gonna say I'm thinking the New York Giants. I think it's Boss Up. I'm thinking he's gonna do. He's gonna give, even though he lost his first game. That's the team you might want to look out for.
Yeah. He lost the game to a. I want to say no, it wasn't a divisional rival. It was against the Bucks, but that was a good game, man. He's a good player, and I look forward to seeing him doing great things in the league as well. He should have a good run.
And he's a very active player. I see him posting a lot. He's doing a lot of different stuff. These Cowboys that's on here, is this like a new owner?
That's a new owner. That's the boy since birth, I think is what he calls himself. Boy since, but I don't understand the damn name, but it's called boy since birth for Dallas Cowboys. Now, he's not new to Madden, but he just got his PlayStation, so he's trying to adjust to how to play the game, and he's used to doing certain things in Madden 08 that's not going to work in Madden 17
Oh
anymore.
no. Wait a minute. Did he say Madden 08?
Madden 08,
oh
man.
Man, that was Eddie George and Steve McNair back then.
Yeah, that's what he used to playing, man.
You can't do it like that.
So he feel like his user skills are not the same. The guys are not reacting the same. So this is going to be, he's going to go through some growing pains this year with his team. But I think once he figures it out, that he's going to also be a real good player for that division, man. Okay. And we talked about the New York Giants, so let's go ahead and move on to the NFC West. I'm sorry. Take a step back. Who do you think is going to win at NFC East?
The NFC East, I mean, hands down, Redskins. I don't really see anybody beating them. They may give him a run for his money, but I think he pretty much owns that division. Yeah. Maybe the NFC, we'll see. We'll get to it, but definitely his division.
I can't stand them damn Redskins.
I understand. Coming in the NFC West. We're looking. I want to start at the bottom. Let's get on TG for a minute.
Oh man,
TG, don't you ever try to call me out, man. Well, about telling me about 5-something. Listen, my team can beat your team any day. We can scrimmage
trash,
up.
Man.
Your team is straight trash.
I keep telling this guy, I say, hey, look here, man, you made it to the Super Bowl season 1. Nobody even remembers that shit besides you.
Nobody, and he keeps bringing it up. Stop
That's
putting
the
them
only reason.
Ass players, man, on that. Listen, I know you trying to get stuff. You may be trying to get on new people, new owners are coming in. Hey, this is all I got to say to the new owners. If TG is sending something, buyer beware. Be careful with this guy.
It's always a catch, man.
It's always a catch,
man.
or it's something.
It's always a catch.
If he's money and trust the process, hey, man, all of this stuff that you talking about, I hear you, man, but come with something real.
We got to see some results.
Now, I will say this, probably the best player he still got on his team is Gurley.
Yeah, he
okay,
just have Gurley.
I understand that, hey, man, you pretty much giving your whole team away. I will give you a burner for Gurley, man. We can work this deal out, all right? Make the process easy. Matter of fact, don't even play this shit. You're not winning the division.
He should give up. I'm glad you said that.
He's not winning the division.
We'll get to that in just a second. Okay. That guy, man, he always talk about trust the process. They got these young guys. Give up Gurley. You don't need him if you got young guys.
Give it to somebody that has a chance that can actually make the playoff that he can use.
Now, he lost his first game.
Right.
Against Stick Magic, man, who took over the Stick Magic take over.
Stick Magic took over, I believe,
Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, he took over the Minnesota Vikings, man, and he came in kicking ass, man. Mm-hmm. And he gave him an ass whipping.
And I was really being polite in the text, but TG, you lose, you lose. We don't want to hear about you talking about what happened. You got that ass whooped. You lost the game. take it and move on.
Took it on the chin.
Took it on the chin and moved forward.
Hey, I think they're placed in the right position right now in the West, which
Right.
is at the bottom.
At the very bottom, followed by probably the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, followed by the Arizona
That's
Cardinals.
Mud
Ducks. Now,
Mud Ducks,
I
okay.
will say this: if
Okay.
Mud Ducks plays his games, then if he doesn't play his games, then that's the only way the Rams are going to go above him. But if he does decide to play his games, I think he's a guy that's capable of beating the Rams. He's capable of making some good wins. But he's another one that has to build his team. I
Yeah.
keep telling these guys, man, you're not going to be successful in the league if you're not trying to build your team. You're not using your points that I'm giving you. I'm
Giving away
giving
free.
you money, man, and you guys, some of y'all guys are still not using them.
Or
Use
reading.
those points. Or reading. Oh, damn. I need to start deducting points for lack of reading. Tell you the truth, man. I need to start deducting goddamn points for lack of reading. But, that's neither here nor there. So let's move on, man.
Hold
let's
on just one second,
Go
Coach.
ahead.
I just
sorry.
want to cut into this. Guys, check onto the page. We just made an amendment. Coach made an amendment to the fourth down rule.
Make sure you
This
vote.
is the one rule and the one thing that I know that people complain about. So be sure you check that out. Vote on it, okay? So it hasn't been decided. It's a proposition, okay? Each one of y'all are owners. Be professional. Be responsible and vote.
vote.
If
That's
you
it.
don't vote and something get passed and you had a voice and you lost it, don't be mad.
Don't be
Okay,
mad,
well,
exactly.
let's jump to the powerhouses in there. We're gonna start with your Houston Oilers, okay?
Houston Oilers.
Hey
baby.
man,
Woo, woo.
say man, Tyree Taylor, man, 513 yards.
man, hey,
full of man,
What can I
250
say,
yards,
man?
5
What
touchdowns.
can I say?
Julio, 200 and something yards.
Hey, these guys are awesome, man, and they're gonna be awesome year in and year out. I don't give a damn how old they get. Tyrod Taylor, hey, he's getting older, but he's getting better at the same time. He's making more wise decisions coming into the first game of the year. He was MVP of the league last year. I think he's gonna be in the run for the MVP again
If
this
you
year.
throw 500 yards a game, it ain't no doubt.
Ain't
He's
no
gonna
doubt.
be.
Ain't no doubt. But you know what, Coach, though? When I get in those playoffs games, man, I gotta win those games. That's important. All the yards and shit throughout the season, that's cool and fine and dandy. But once we get to the playoffs, my team has to turn it on, and I have to say we have not been turning it on once the playoffs start. But we're gonna make that
Well,
change.
y'all started
man.
out the right because y'all spanked that ass. That's
Yeah,
first
yeah,
game.
we
I
did.
mean,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
we
what it
did.
is.
Yeah, we
I
did.
mean, it was
Most
a
definitely.
good game. Let's talk
definitely.
about this about your team, Coach. Defensive wise, did you make some improvements on your defensive side this year?
I made a few improvements on my defense, man. They had some young guys there too as well. A few veterans. But those points went a long way, man, with improving my team. It made them play a little bit harder game one. We was looking more focused, man. We looking more in tune. We was looking like we was ready to play some football. Although we made a few mental errors, but those mental errors can be corrected as the time progresses, man. But we still a team that's building, man. We still trying to put some pieces together, trying to make the team complete so that we can make that Super Bowl run, man. But let's move on to the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, if there's anybody that can steal the division from you, I will have to say the San Francisco 49ers.
That guy, man.
That's Midnight. Shout out
Midnight.
to Midnight. Definitely, he did a lot of different off-season activity, improving his team. I think he got like an all-star receiver.
He stole my receiver.
He stole your receiver.
Yeah, stole him
I
out of
didn't
free
know.
agency, man. He took my burner, man. I had a burner, Coach.
No,
I had a
no.
burner. Robbie
I'm not talking
Anderson,
about
man.
that one. I don't. Oh, okay.
95 speed, man. Oh, man.
We
I
should
was
gave
sick.
him. Well, wait a minute. Why did he get the free agency anyway? Why you just didn't pay him the money?
The guy
Coach?
he didn't want to sign with me.
Oh, he
he
just
saw
didn't
Will
wanna
Fuller,
sign.
Julio, and Travis Benjamin and all those guys. He like, the
Okay.
hell with this. I ain't never gonna touch the ball again.
I guess, you
but
know
season
what?
one, he led my team in
I
receptions
understand.
behind Julio.
But you had the heavyweight. Once you think about it, I mean, if you really look at it, I'm starting to say your team is the Will Fuller team. But getting back to Midnight, on
Yeah.
defense, big boy in the middle, Aaron Donald, he's getting some support. His linebacker, I think it was, is it Lee? Is it
Rocky Lee.
Rocky Lee
Rocky Lee.
was the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
So definitely on the opposite side, he got Conrad running the ball, who was the rookie of the year. So definitely
He got some tools he can use, man.
And if you know anybody know anything about Midnight, he plays solid. On the division, I'm still kind of edging and giving it to you only because you won the division. I'm just saying it's yours to give away.
Well, we both finished 12-4 last year, but I dominated the division by winning, by beating everybody in the division. So,
Well, that's
at
what I'm
that tie, that was the tiebreaker right there.
What I'm seeing in these teams, and before we move on to the next one, is when you have teams in divisions like this, where you got, like in my division with Pearl and Blaze, you know, it may be that game you lose division. You may not make the playoffs if you don't win your division.
Yeah.
So those are
Yeah.
the most important games, guys. Pencil them in, do what you got to do. Let's move on to this NFC North.
All right, NFC North, man. Let's start off with the Detroit Lions, man.
Okay.
You know,
Detroit
Coach Bob Moore, man. I mean, he's a real solid player over there, man. And he won his first game real big. He did some big things last year. He had a letdown late in the playoffs.
Okay.
But you know, he's a team that's definitely a team to be reckoned with, man.
Well, he
has
should.
some
All
good
of
guys.
99s he got on defense,
He
man.
does. He has two
man,
of them.
Can I get J.J. Watt, man? Can you give me one of them players? I mean, come on, man. You can't hold the keys
look here,
forever.
You don't have enough first round picks to get
Hey,
that,
man,
get J.J.
if
Watt.
we get around the draft, then he's going to give them to me then because he's going to be able to afford them all. But definitely he plays solid and stuff like that.
Definitely
He
solid,
doesn't
smart.
blitz a lot.
Play smart football, man. You know, the typical fundamentalist football guy. You know, that's what you can expect from the Detroit Lions, man. Let's move on to the Minnesota Vikings. Stick Magic.
Stick
Magic, yeah.
Solid
Stick a
player
new guy.
coming in.
He took over
but
Jeff
for those
Groh's
of
team.
that know of him from Midnight's League, Stick is a winner. He's going to
definitely a
do
winner.
he's going to do what he has to do. He's going to get the players and make the trades that he needs to be. And you know what? He might give Detroit a run for the money on that division. I'm thinking that's between right now him and Detroit. We'll wait and see halfway
Well,
through the
they
season.
both got some good players, and if anybody paid attention, man, Detroit picked up Drew Brees for last year, and I think you know he's going to make a solid run with Drew Brees, man.
Man, Drew Brees like what, 45 years old, man. He's up there, like
He's 39, I think.
He's
in the
gonna
league,
break.
man.
He's gonna break Brett Favre's record this
Yeah,
season.
he
I mean,
should.
he's up there. I mean, he got a lot of what you call.
He still got a lot of good mechanics, though. He's still a good overall, man. So I can see him getting some things done
All right.
for him for this season.
Well,
and
I
then
mean,
retiring on his ass.
Let's jump into big homies team,
Big
Chicago
homie,
Bears.
man. Those guys, the Chicago Bears, they 0-1 right now. They
0-1,
lost their
okay.
first game.
Yeah.
To Baltimore, matter of fact, the divisional game. They
Man,
lost to Baltimore.
They
Baltimore
didn't
embarrassed
lose.
them.
They didn't lose. They got their ass handed.
Man,
30-3. Big homie, we know I got love for you, big
Hey.
homie. But man, come on, you got the tools, man.
And you
I
let Big
give
E
you
do it.
Von Miller last year. You got those one-hitter quitters on the. You gotta let them boys fly.
Man, he don't know what to do. He don't know what to do to win,
I'm just-
man. He has a solid damn team, and
He does.
You know, and you'll see him go, 12-4 or 10-6 and still not make the playoffs, man. I know that has to hurt for those Bears, man.
Well,
like
I will
last
tell you
year.
this year, I still nominate him for commissioner because, man, but the finagling he did to get
Yeah.
that number one overall, one all, and I was thinking he was going to get my guy Moats. I'm like, man, he's going to get Moats. And he shot past and got Melvin. And I was like, but man, you could have kept it. But hey, that's what he does, man.
Yeah,
He's going to
yeah.
get his guy. And I was making some trades. I'm thinking I had the guy. And I was like, and we signed to deliver. And he was like, did the handshake. Next thing I know, he's laughing. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
what happened, man? He said, man, don't even try it. I got the guy. So, but I'm thinking he got a solid team. He got to make quality plays. He might be in the thick of it. I still think it's between Detroit Lions and Stick, because, I mean, that's a tough division.
Yeah, that is definitely
Green
tough.
Bay Packers.
That's another new guy. It's another
Green Bay Packers.
Emo 24 Morris, I think his name is.
Now this
E
guy
24
here
Morris.
he did some. I sent Tariq Hill to his team. And basically last year they had a horrible season. I think they
They did.
ended up having the number 2 overall, which I got from him.
Yeah.
But still, I'm thinking, he's got some fiber. I see he's lost his first game.
To me, I kicked his ass.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say to you, but I'm just saying.
48-7.
Yeah, it was a beatdown. Listen, man, if he don't work out for you before the trade deadline, send him back. Tyreek ain't used to. Well, no, he lost to my team twice, so yeah, he may be used to, but he's ready to win now. Okay? So definitely, if he's not the one for your guy, for your offense.
You know what? I see the Green Bay Packers making some noise, man. Once he figure out everything and how his team works, I really can see him making some noise because he had some solid offense yesterday. It's just that my defense was just too much for him, man. And my offense just killed all his momentum that he even
All
thought
right,
about having.
Coach, we know you. We know
Okay.
your team in the
My
thick of
bad,
it.
my bad,
Let's
man.
slide on down to this NFC South. He trying to get some self-promoting over here. We know your team good.
well.
As long as you got Fuller and that other Jones on the other side, you're gonna be all right.
we good, man.
Okay, NFC South. I want to go start off at the bottom of it at the New Orleans Saints. I gotta say, you know what, this guy. First off, man, shout out to your family. I know you had a loss in your family.
Yeah.
So
Much
shout out
respect.
to your most condolences to your family. But man, this guy here, I'm talking about, he may not win a lot, But this guy has a winning attitude.
He
and
does.
I like this guy.
I like
really
I like
do.
him too, man.
So
I
shout out
like
to
him too.
Lloyd Vader. Hey,
you
man.
you can always count on those Saints showing up to play
And
football, man.
airing the game. Hey,
Yeah.
this guy airs the game even if he's not game of the week. So
Yeah.
y'all that's scared of people looking at y'all plays, hey man, pick new plays, get different stuff.
Go to practice mode.
I see him still maybe being toward the bottom. I don't really know if he did a lot of wheeling and dealing. I took Goodwin back from him. So I know it was one of his weapons, but I gave him Lockett. In exchange of him, but he give him a big physical receiver in some of them tough games. But just keep in it, man.
Well, the thing about it though, man, when you watch New Orleans play, man, when you watch the Saints play, those guys, they come to play football. You know, there's no separation to the game until like the second half. That's when people start pulling away from him. But
That's right.
that first half, man, he's giving you all he got.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess he just lose the fight at the end, you know, towards the second half. He just lose all his fight.
Study the tapes from the first half.
Yeah.
It's something you're doing in the first half that if you carry it on in the second half,
It should
maybe you'll
work
be
for
in the
you.
thick of it.
Exactly.
Second at the bottom, I'm thinking the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Carolina Panthers, I did a trade with them. I got one of their picks. But man, they got some players on their team. They won their first game.
That's another new guy.
That's another new guy, okay?
I can't think his name. Is it Baton Rouge to you? I
Baton
think?
Rouge, yeah.
think
Baton
that's what it
Rouge
is,
coming
yeah.
in, kicking ass first game. You know, this is a wide open division. Still, you know, I'm thinking the heavyweight is still going to be the Atlanta Falcons if he can keep Goff healthy.
Yeah.
We know what you can do. What is it? 191 Falcons. Or I beat one.
I beat you
I beat you.
1991.
Man, he was dropping like 91 points for the first 6, 7, 8 games until, you know, he started. His team is just plagued with injuries. Say, dude, work on the line. I don't know what your line is right now, but you got the MVP in the league.
Hey.
He's a 99 overall. Players don't want to play 99 overall quarterbacks.
I tell you what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna put up a bet just for Jared Goff, man, to see if he's gonna get hurt or not.
Man,
We'll put those odds out there,
I
man.
might have to take that bet because I'm thinking that's a winning bet.
Hey, you know what? I think that's what's keeping that guy out of the Super Bowl, man. I think it's, you know, his injuries are really, really hurting him. And the fact that, you know, we just got to get his shit together, man. I call him can't get right because something always going on with my man. I hope you know, good things come to him, man, because, you know, he just be going through a lot throughout the day.
Well, I know last year, his backup to him, he had Kaepernick. And I was able to acquire Kaepernick from him, which I literally traded it to the 49ers. But I'm saying, get your quality backup. I mean, if your team isn't there, you just don't know. You got to, hey, even if you got to give up a first round draft pick, what good does it do if your team get there and your leader get knocked out? Or I'll say, hey man, play maybe Goff since he can only play half the quarter with it. Get all your points early on. Yeah, get him out of the game. I know you want to get the points, but listen, he's already got probably the most points he'll ever get. I think his rookie season he had 13,000.
Something like that.
It was ridiculous. Anytime you can bring a 90, he had a 71 player. He was able to bring to a 95. They let you know he had a ridiculous amount of points. He's
in 8 games. He didn't even play the whole season the first season because he got hurt.
Wow.
So that's crazy, man. But you know, let's take a step back and then go back to Carolina Panthers because I just noticed something about that team, man. They acquired a mega trade deal.
Who did they get?
They got Derek Carr from the I
Wow.
believe they got him from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers gave up a lot to get. He gave up a lot to get Derek Carr, I believe. So maybe then that trade looked like it's working out in his favor because he had 5 touchdowns with 330 yards.
I even traded that rookie receiver that I got from you that had all those points, that burner. So he's got some weapons. I'm thinking, that's going to be interesting. But let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Killer feet. That guy, he analyzes every damn part of the game.
Man, we're gonna have to give you like a section where you talk about the process of how you grow and do this here.
Yeah.
Because you done got this here to a science.
He got
too technical for me. Definitely too technical for me. I just be like, hey man, do this with the points and all that.
Yeah.
He has a philosophy. It's working for him. It's working for him.
That's what makes him successful.
And that's
man.
what makes him successful.
He knows how to build those guys up. He knows what it takes to build a team. He knows how to wiggle his way through, through the Madden league and grow players, in a way that nobody else grows players. Let's just say that.
He has to win the close games. Last year,
that's what he has to
played
win.
by losing the close games. I know it frustrated him a little bit. He had the winning spirit.
He's
At the
almost
same
there,
time,
man. He's almost there. He's a winner. He's another guy that's a winner. He's gonna bring his A game every game. So you gotta come ready to play. You know, he's gonna talk his noise. You know, he's gonna do all that, man. He's gonna hit you in your mouth. He got the guys on defense. He makes sure he boosts up their hit power. He makes sure he gets that strip in, and he's gonna bust you in your mouth. So just get ready for that. Offenses that's gonna face the Tampa Bay
I'm just
Buccaneers.
gonna say early favorite Buccaneers just because I think Goff may get hurt before week 5.
I think so, and I don't think Atlanta's gonna play all his games. Just to be honest, I think he's gonna miss some games, and that's gonna cost him that division again, man.
I mean, and you can take it for whatever it is, and maybe we just igniting the fire beneath you. You know, accept the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Come to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much for the NFC South. I'm thinking 1 and 2 is going to be Tampa Bay and the Atlanta Falcons, and that'll be what it is.
All right, folks. Well, hey, you heard it first, man. Big League Baller Sports Radio. We out.
All right.